Hello and welcome back to my channel. And in today's video, I'm going to be talking about how you need to be strategic. So without further ado, let's get into the video. Now, when I mean be strategic, I mean you have to really, create these, strategies, when you're in difficult situations, that are difficult to get out of. Maybe like you're asked a difficult question about yourself, about what you're probably involved with or your past, and or let's say somebody says, oh, how much money do you make, or where do you live, and you're just sitting there like stuff like that. I mean, situations where you're going to be stuck, you have to come up with a quick response. So when I mean strategize, I mean think of, you don't even have to respond. You could just come up with something to help you get out of the situation and just call it a day. What I like to do is either, ignore the question or just, simply walk away. And there's going to be some times where you just have to answer. So you need to prepare. Sit back for a second and just think. Like, do you really want to answer the question, or do you just want to get it over with? And for me, I just like to get stuff over with and, not really kind of like dwell on the question a lot, because it's tough. It's hard. It's hard to answer those tough questions, and it's just out of the blue. So you need to strategize. And I can't give you a clear answer because somebody's going to ask you a difficult question and you have to respond. Strategize. You got to have a game plan, as I like to call it, a game plan. A game plan for situations like these. You got to draw it out like, okay, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. And, that's the game plan. You got to strategize, because without strategizing, you're going to put yourself you're already going to be in those type of situations, but you're going to be in situations that you don't know how to respond. And that's tough because in order to succeed, you're going to have to get through those rough patches in your life. You're going to have to answer those difficult questions. You're going to have to do difficult things, and you have to have your own game plan. You have to have your own strategy. Like, how are you going to handle situations? How are you going to handle this? How are you going to handle that? How are you going to handle things that may come up in the near future? You got to strategize. And if you have strategies of your own, that's great. And I think it's good that you maybe can improve upon them, or kind of like tweak them a little bit. Because if it's not working, why use it? Why use that strategy? If you have strategies about anything, drop them in the comments. I don't really have much strategies. I like to ignore some things. So I think it's best I improve, upon my strategies too, because again, there's going to be so many times in the near future, but there's going to be times in the near future, regardless, that, I'm going to be brought up with difficult questions, in difficult situations where I'm just stuck. I'm like, oh, what do I do? And that's why it's important, Again, you gotta have strategies for that type of stuff. And, you can have all the strategies in the world. And there's gonna be that one moment where you're like, oh shoot, what do I say? What do I do? And you're just stuck. And you gotta take the calm approach, don't go crazy or don't do too much, Stay calm, take a deep breath and, answer as best as you can, respond in a calm manner. Because again, life's gonna throw things at you, and you're always gonna prepare for anything. Things come up, things go away, things change, so you just gotta have a strategy in place. You gotta have your own game plan. I feel like most of us get into situations that we feel we can't get out of, but in reality we can. It's pretty easy, not easy for many, but you get what I mean. We can get out of stuff if we just walk away. If somebody's just asking questions or throwing things at you that you don't like, you're not happy with, just walk away, ignore it. I don't know what I just said, but again, you gotta strategize. You gotta come up with these strategies, have your own game plan. gonna be in situations that are difficult. So that's why it's important, create strategies and improve upon your current strategies. So that's pretty much it for this video. My point is, be strategic. Have your own game plan when situations come up and things get difficult. So thanks for watching. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Peace.